Gist Hub, your number spot where you get gist without filter, the home of raw, uncut, and premium celebrity walla. If this is your first time here, welcome to the family and don't forget to hit that subscribe button right now because what you're about to hear is the kind of story that keeps your timeline hot and your mouth wide open. Now let's dive in. Just when everyone thought the storm around Yul Edochie and Judy Austin had finally settled, a new wave of shock is building, and this one might just be the most explosive yet. Strong whispers, insider murmurs, and growing online tension are all pointing in one scary direction. Yul Edochie may be preparing to officially announce the end of his relationship with Judy Austin. Yes, you heard that right. The same relationship that shook Nollywood to its very foundation, the same love that was defended with fire and fury, the same union that divided fans, families, and entire comment sections, may be heading for its final curtain call. For weeks now, sharp-eyed observers have noticed subtle changes. The once loud and unapologetic public displays of affection have suddenly reduced. Gone are the constant romantic captions, the over-the-top declarations of "my queen" and "my soulmate," and the spiritual posts talking about destiny and divine union. Instead, what we're seeing now is a more reserved Yul, more solo appearances, more cryptic posts, and an energy that feels different, almost heavy, like a man carrying unresolved storms in his chest. Many fans are already reading between the lines. They believe this silence is not accidental. They believe it is strategic. A slow emotional detachment before the bombshell announcement drops. And when it drops, social media will explode like never before. Let's not forget how this relationship started. It didn't just begin quietly. It arrived like an earthquake. A married man publicly declaring love for another woman and introducing her as his second wife while his first wife, Yul Edochie, was still very much in the picture. The internet did not take it lightly. People chose sides. Some defended Yul's right to love again, others condemned the move as betrayal, disrespect, and emotional cruelty. Through all the backlash, Yul stood firm. He wore his love is love armor and faced the world. Judy Austin stood by his side with confidence, smiles, and a boldness that told everyone she was here to stay. Together, they created content, made public appearances, and tried to convince the world that their love was unshakable. But now, reality may be telling a different story. Sources close to the camp claim that tension has been brewing behind closed doors. The pressure from constant criticism, the endless trolling, the family backlash, and the heavy weight of public opinion have allegedly taken a toll. Love might be sweet, but when it starts to feel like war every single day, even the strongest hearts begin to shake. Some fans believe Yul is slowly waking up to the consequences of his decisions. They believe he may be reevaluating his life, his legacy, his family, and his public image. The same man who once proudly defended his choices now appears more reflective, more cautious, and less aggressive with his online persona. Could this be a sign of regret? Or simply emotional exhaustion? Then there's the possibility that Judy Austin herself may no longer be comfortable with the heat. Being constantly labeled, attacked, and blamed by the public is not a light burden. The fantasy of love can quickly turn into a nightmare when the world refuses to accept your happily ever after. And here comes the controversial part. Some people are saying this potential breakup is not just emotional, but strategic. They believe it could be a calculated move by Yul to repair his damaged image and possibly open doors to reconciliation with his first family. Is this a genuine end of love or a public relations rescue mission? That question is already stirring heated debates across social platforms. Others argue differently. They insist that if Yul truly announces the end of the relationship, it would mean Judy Austin becomes the biggest emotional casualty of this entire saga. A woman who stood against the world for love, only to be left standing alone in the aftermath. A woman who risked her image, career, and peace for a relationship that may now be fading into silence. But let's be honest, nothing about this story is simple. It is layered, emotional, and deeply polarizing. Every move Yul makes now will be analyzed. Every post, every silence, every appearance will be interpreted. Because when a public love story turns sour, people don't just watch, they judge, they dissect, they debate. And in the middle of all this unfolding drama, remember to pause and subscribe if you haven't already. Gist Hub is where the real talk lives, and you don't want to miss any update as this story develops. The question now remains, will y'all truly announce it, or is the internet once again jumping ahead of reality? Is this the calm before the storm or just another chapter in a never-ending saga? One thing is certain, whatever decision he takes next will send shockwaves through Nollywood and beyond. If the announcement happens, it will not just mark the end of a relationship. It will mark the end of one of the most talked about celebrity unions in recent years. A union that taught lessons about choices, consequences, public opinion and the harsh reality of love under the spotlight. Some will celebrate. Some will mourn. Some will say, "We told you so." Others will call it karma. But history will remember it as another powerful reminder that not every love story survives the fire of reality. What do you think? Is this the end or just another twist? Drop your thoughts in the comments and let your voice be heard. And once again, don't forget to subscribe, like and share, because here on Gist Hub, we bring you the stories others are afraid to tell.